Intrusive thoughts. Unleashing your inner strength, a journey to mental mastery. Simple strategies for quieting the mind and regaining control. Ernesto Crosby. Chapter 1, Decoding OCD. Before you settled down to read this book, did you double-check to make sure the oven was off? Do you feel a single grain of sand under your feet, and for this reason, must you now clean your living room once more? These occasional checks often do not signal a greater problem, and may be just a part of our daily routines. But what happens when they become persistent and seem to dominate your waking moments, especially when they are accompanied by intense feelings of distress and are driven by uncontrollable thoughts? At this point, you might want to see a medical professional to determine if you have obsessive-compulsive disorder, OCD. This disorder, as its name succinctly describes, is characterized by obsessions and compulsions. You shouldn't mistake these obsessions for everyday worries or even common anxieties. It's more chronic than that. Someone with OCD, for instance, may worry that they left the stove on, even if they know they haven't cooked that day. The key word here is no. It's one thing to be forgetful, but it's more concerning when you know your worries are unfounded, yet you can't shake them off. The compulsions typically come after some period of obsessive thinking. These are the repetitive behaviors that individuals with OCD feel driven to perform. You know the common example. An individual with an obsessive fear of germs might wash their hands repeatedly to the point of irritating their skin. Despite how stressful they may seem, these compulsive behaviors provide momentary relief from the pain that the obsessions cause. It's why they are so irresistible for the obsessive person. Over time, however, these actions may begin to damage your quality of life. You might find it challenging to leave your house for work or social engagements if you have to repeatedly check your stove to ensure that your home won't catch fire. Keep in mind that the manifestations of OCD aren't restricted to just these examples. This disorder leads some to fear harm to themselves or others, while others might be obsessed with order and symmetry. In any case, the common thread is the discomfort they cause and the way they can impinge upon multiple facets of an individual's life. The origins and risk factors of OCD. There isn't a singular cause of OCD. Instead, what we have is a combination of factors that might make an individual more likely to have the disorder. Some studies suggest that certain changes in the structure or functioning of the brain may characterize individuals with OCD. The details of these
Sample complete. Ready to continue?